8 of us, you know. So he said, here, go to my land. We had tents, you know, go to my land, you know, and you guys could camp out there. And you know, it's out in the woods. You could camp out there and use it, you know, help yourself, you know. So so we say, oh, okay. So we go up to Woodstock, right, and we go and we go to his land, and it's beautiful piece of land, you know, around 10 acres, which is not much out there, you know, of land with a little stream going through it, you know. The thing is that we go there, you know, and we go, oh shit, and I knew we was gonna have problems, but the land was empty, you know, and we camp out and we put all our tents, and now we all blacks and Puerto Ricans, right? None of us were white, and we all start camping out there, yeah, yeah. But I had a feeling that we were gonna have a problem. And the thing is, the Bucky haven't been to that land since the 40s or something like that, when Woodstock, that area of Woodstock was like a forest.
Right.
But by the time we went there, like in the 70s, you know, now you have a fucking, you know, what they call that, suburbia area. Where you had all these fucking houses in all the different 10-acre land, right? You know, excepting his. And here we are camping like if we was out in the fucking forest. We campfire, roasting mushrooms.
Samoas. Anyway,
Yeah.
Chino, I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, man.
But
I'm
let's
glad
stay
you
in touch,
came by,
okay?
man, you know.
Okay.
You know,
Take care of yourself.
Give my love to Jasmine, okay?
I will, okay?
Take care, bye-bye.
Hey, it was nice
Thanks,
to meet you,
Steve.
pal.
Nice to
Say
meet you.
Jasmine that I'm gonna call Louis and follow up on that letter. she
That would be
sent.
great, okay.
Okay, take
I'll
care,
talk to you.
bye-bye.
Bye, Chino.
You know, so anyway, so it was a whole different story now, you know. I go to myself, oh shit, I knew this was gonna happen, you know. So anyway, we stood there for the whole weekend. We didn't give a shit, but they did call the cops on us, you know what I mean? And we was explaining to the
really?
cop, the Buckmister Fullers probably haven't been there since the 40s, you know, or
Okay.
something like that.
The cop's like, okay, sir.
And the cop said, well, I'm going to try to be as diplomatic as possible, so you guys try to leave here the sooner you can, you know.
Get out.
I mean, technically, he couldn't throw us out, unless he had to go check out the rules and regulations, of camping in the district, and probably nobody ever looked at those rules for years, you know. But, he was this diplomatic, you know. He left us there a couple of days, before we actually left, you know. But, it's a whole fucking different stories from the 40s to the 70s, you know. That was beautiful area of Woodstock, you know.
It's still
beautiful.
nice. We like going
And
up
over there, they don't give you, I think in that area, they didn't give you land unless there was 10 acres or more, you know, in that area of Woodstock. That's what the policeman told us, you know what I mean? That was funny. But I fucked over one of the guys that ratted us out. I fucked them over because I remember there was a contractor. There was a contractor that was talking to us, you know. He used to walk by and come and talk with us, you know, and he told us, that guy just finished. He was building one of the land next to us. They were building a house, and this guy was telling us that he went off regulation. You know, he built a 2 feet higher than regulation calls for that area. You know what I mean? So I went, but I wasn't thinking anything, you know. So then when we heard that he was one of the guys that called the cops on us. I said, okay. So I went over
Told
to the planning section at Woodstock, which
Oh,
is
really? No, you didn't. Really?
yeah, which is technically I was representing Buckmister Fullers because he gave me permission to stay in his land, you know. So I went over, you know, it was like a small little building with an office and, you know, where they approve all the plans for the, and I said, who's the boss over here? And I said, look, I'm from the Buckmister Fullers land, you know, because we had to go by there to find exactly where it was. We couldn't find it. And somebody, one of the women in that office told us exactly how to get to it, you know. So I told her, you know, my David, he's building this house there, and he, what do you call it? And he's going over regulation, you know. He's building two story over us, over the ruling, and when we stop building, which is bullshit, when we stop building, you know, we want the same permission. You know?
So you weren't ratting him out. You were just wanting to give the same preferential.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of ratting him out.
Yeah.
No, but you have to
Yeah,
be
That was a
diplomatic.
slick. That was a
You
slick
know,
way of.
So we want the same permission. We want the same right to be as high as.
Very
And
slick,
I mean, the guy,
A
there was a
smooth
lady, the guy said, what do you mean, how do you know that? And I said, well, because I liked what I saw, and I asked the contractor, and he told me,
Got him.
he told me that I asked the contractor, he told me the what you call the height of the building, you know, and they're building a 2-story higher than other facility. Now the contractor just saw me as a bum or as a guy camping.
Exactly,
You
and
know?
you educated him on who you were, right?
And the guy said, okay, thank you.
Right.
So then when we went to the land, we went like a month later, we went to the site. They forced them to take down those 2 feet. You know, they forced them to bring down the house. They had to hold the roof up, and they had to bring down 2 feet the house. You know.
Well, that's what they get for assuming you're just a bunch of crazy
Yeah,
people.
I say, hey, you know, I didn't say that he did. I said that I wanted the same
The
right.
same rights, exactly.
You know what I mean? Which is true too. I mean, if I would have tell Bucky, if they didn't do that, I would have tell Bucky, you know, you could build another floor, but he wasn't going to build it. He was already in his 70s. You know what I mean? He wasn't going to build it. I don't know what the land. Probably his family sold it. But I mean, Woodstock it became expensive.
Man, you
Once
know
by
what's so
building
amazing?
and
When we
joint
go up to-
buyers and all those
we go
people
up to
started living there.
Woodstock, and we go up maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and go out to the bars.